Welcome to Bacchus 131 on Blitz. In 5.5, World of Tank Blitz plans to change the tech tree line to simplify it. That means they're going to be getting rid of a lot of tanks, a lot of the lower tier tech tanks that a lot of people love. I'm going to start with the American line. This is the tech tree line as it is now, and some of the ones that they're going to be getting rid of are the TDs that personally I'm going to have to go back and buy them because I really liked them and got rid of them so I could have higher tier tanks. The T18, the T82, the T40 are all going to go away. It's going to be Stuart straight up to tier 4. This is the new American line. As you can see, all of those tanks are gone. It's Stuart straight up to here, M6, M7, and then the Wolverine. A whole bunch of tanks are going to be gone. So if you like those tanks, you need to go back and get them before the change. Then they will become collectible tanks and will stay in your garage. But new players will not have access to them and will probably only see them from experienced players clubbing them after they get 5,000 battles. This is the British tech tree line as it sits now. A whole lot of tanks, very good tanks. I love the British line. It's my second favorite line. You've got the M3, M2, M3 medium up to the Matilda. The cruisers, which a lot of people have fun with. These are probably some of the most fun tanks in the game. The Valentine, the Sherman. The Sherman is a very good tank, arguably one of the best tier 5 mediums. The Lecto and the Valentine AT not so great. The Electo, a lot of people love that one. Um, but in the new tech tree line, it's gonna go. You're gonna have to go through Matilda to get to any of these tier 5s. See, this is what I was talking about. All of those, they do keep the Electo. I was wrong about that. Uh, so at tier 4, you will have a little TD practice before jumping into the deep end. But all of those fun tanks, the other two cruisers, all gone. So, and the Sherman 5 has been removed, and the Firefly is just like a tiny little side note, which most people probably won't get into. And the Firefly is one of my favorite tanks. It is probably one of the best sniper tanks in the game. It has a better penetration than a lot of the tier 6 TDs even, and an excellent gun. The pretty much the same but slightly improved armor over the Sherman 5 means that it can be a good brawler too. It is a great tank. And this is the French line as it is today. You have your low tier TDs, your D1, B2, your R35 that is an infamous seal clubber, your AMX 38 and 40, which are also infamous seal clubbers, but due to their heavy armor that only TDs can penetrate just pretty much.
understand the difference between the medium tanks and the heavy tanks, starting from tier 3. And then you are playing like heavies and the TDs for some time.
Actually, the interesting thing that the only that those tanks, those French tanks without armor, are starting from only tier 5. So up to tier 5, you have like more armor tanks that help you survive.
Oh yeah,
the battle.
like the low tier French tanks, they're badass now.
Oh yeah, Alexandra. What do you think about these changes?
I think that our tech trees become more logical and easy to understand, easy to research even the tank.
Yes, exactly. So now we're looking at German tech tree, starting from Pz, okay, to okay, Panzer 2,
yeah.
to say it right, and like this. And the last one is USA tree, looks like this, starting from M2 light up to M3 Stuart and whatever goes further.
Right.
So, okay, think we're done here. That's those tanks, those French tanks without arms, now gone.
Show the trees, how the trees will look like after 5.5. Yes, there was a small leak about what we are doing. So, I don't know, can we show it now?
Yeah, sure. I think
Let's just watch it. Why talking about it? Nice shot, by the way.
Thank you.
actually, can we show our tablet now? Okay. So here we have some screenshots from the 5.5 update, and here is how our tech trees will look like. So, this is Great Britain tech tree. So it will look like this.
It will start with the Crusader now.
Yes.
Oh, Cruiser.
Cruiser 2 is now tier 1. That's an interesting point.
Yeah, all the tier 1s will be gone.
And what happens with those tier 1 stats? Like if I have 500 battles on MS1, that is now gone, that is going away from the game, what happens to my stats? Will it remain?
So we are looking into this thing, how we want to treat it. It may cause some technical difficulties to keep it, but we'll try.
Okay, so now we're looking at China tree that starts from type B. Actually, not a lot changes since Chinese tech tree is not very big. Oh, France is more interesting, starting from R35. Can you see it?
Yeah, for France actually it's pretty cool that you.
And this is the new Russian tech tree line. As you can see, it goes up to the BT7 before you get any branches. The A20 is going to lose its autoloader. That's going to make a lot of people upset. They're removing a lot of the derp guns. They talked about the KV2, but I'm not sure if they're actually going to go through with that. Because a lot of people have already voiced their concern about that. You lose all of the lower TDs just like in the other lines. You lose the mediums. You pretty much have a light tank all the way up to tier 4 where you choose TD or medium. And this is the German line as it is now. It is a very varied line. There's a lot of tanks in it. There's a lot of tanks that people love in it. The PZ2s, PZ3s are notorious seal clovers. They're going to be removed. It's going to go straight to the PZ3s. You're going to lose your Murder, your Panzer Jag 1, your PZ35, 38. They're all gone. And this is the new line. As you can see, it has more choices than all of the other lines, which is good. It's going to draw a lot of people to German lines. You lose the Lux, the DW2, two probably of the favorite tier 4 tanks of everyone. The Lux is the probably one of the best tier 4 lights, and the DW2 is a tank that a lot of people, myself included, learn to side scrape in. It is probably the first proper heavy that people get a hold of. So if you see a tank that you have enjoyed driving and maybe don't have in your garage anymore, I suggest before October 30th you go back and you rebuy it. One good thing I found out is whenever you rebuy it, you don't have to redo the crew skills, so it'll come back to you just at the crew skills that it was. You will have to re-equip it, I think. With my Lux, whenever I rebought it, I did have to re-equip it, but these low-tier tanks are cheap and easy to re-equip. You won't have the consumables that you had before, so they may feel a little different. I know the Lux feels a little sluggish without its rations and such. But they are definitely worth buying, and hopefully in like a year, like they did with the spare parts, they'll figure out that this was a bad idea and they'll reintroduce the tanks into the line again.